The word. Oh, the word on the street. Beatlick Joe is on the move. Maybe he's at the Louvre in Paris. Or pissing, taking a leak in the Seine. Over in the catacombs, communing with the spirit of the bones, or communing with Balzac and Oscar Wilde and Pierre Lachaise. He's making a pilgrimage to the grave of Jim Morrison, sleeping under a bridge on the quay, reading On the Road. Surely by now, sipping suds in a bar in Ireland. Sleeping by a mosque, writing haikus on the bank of the Nile. He's at the Temple of Karnak in Luxor, making a documentary, or maybe the Colossi of Memnon, at the Hathor Temple in Aswan, I think. He told me he really likes the Valley of the Gods, the Valley of the Kings. I see him in Florence, haunting the bookstalls. In Saint-Germain-en-Laye, hitchhiking with only a rucksack and notebook, on his way to the palace and still trying to thumb a ride. So much for France. I think he went to London. Yes, charmed a sea captain and sailed across the channel. Maybe he went to Rome. He really liked it there. He was raised a Catholic, you know. He was an altar boy. The older a building, the better he likes them. He loves his architecture, ancient as the ruins of Pompeii. I think he trekked to Greece to see the Parthenon again. He follows the weather. He went north. He went north to Holland, where it is cool. Well, that's true. He has friends in Uden and Nieuwkoop. Perhaps he is on a bike tour of Holland, seeking a rare tulip. He has old friends in Nieuwkoop who once trekked the southwest with him. It is the perfect season now to paddle the canals. He is hitchhiking again on a train stop in Berlin, headed to Amsterdam. He'll come through the desert, walking, meditating with a bag of dehydrated beans. He'll be at his house on Edith Boulevard in no time. Maybe he's at the trailer having a beer and watching Gino drink vodka martinis, downloading all the rare footage from his camera. Yeah, he carried that camera around in a diaper bag. He's home. I'm sure of it. I saw his bicycle there. He'll go to the Circle A, up in Cuba first, to see Alice. He lived there 6 years, chopping wood and milking goats for her, hitching into town to sell eggs. Or he's in New Orleans at Jenny Calhoun's guest house, roaming Jackson Square, eating po' boys and slurping oysters on North Carrollton. He loves to visit cemeteries and do irreverent things. From here, he could trek all the way up the Natchez Trace back to Nashville, walking in the path of deer, Indians, young Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Jackson, or having a barbecue sandwich on his way to the farm in Summertown. He is lost in the spirit of a soldier who died in the Battle of Shiloh. He is at Lake Eden Arts Festival hosting one of his film specials. He's in the West at the Gila Cliff Dwellings, or soaking in the hot springs, making a video in Monument Valley with the spirit of John Ford. I believe it will come from the desert. He is paying homage to the Hopi and smoking a pipe and chanting to the four winds. He has spent a lifetime traveling the remotest corners of the world to satisfy his curiosity. But New Mexico is his home. I'm sure he's coming home. He is fond of reciting his limericks in Irish pubs. Maybe he's there. We're at the Green Mill in Chicago with a new slam poet. Back in Nashville hosting an open mic. Or on the road looking for another Irish pub in Hot Springs. We gathered in small numbers, speaking of him. Some even claim to have seen his performances, hosting poetry slams at Douglas Corner in Nashville, or celebrating National Black History Month at the Grand Ole Opry. In New York, making pilgrimages to all the great poetry venues. He could still be back in Nashville working at the checkout counter at Kroger's, or giving lectures on the appreciation of theater and film at Tennessee State University. We all looked down the road, strained our eyes towards the horizon, but alas, he did not come. Beatlick Joe, your energy, your kindness, your wit, you, the ultimate raconteur, attracting all the poets to your campsite, you taught us how to live. I'll journey to St. Paul's Cathedral and pray for your return, like candles for you at Notre Dame. Ultimately, we sought a grave in vain. Alas, he did escape us. His gusto, joie de vivre, is dissipated into some place where we cannot go. His magic lingers here, and he is vanished into a veil of smoke. We are looking for him. Have you seen him? Have you seen him? Have you seen him? We are looking for Beatlick Joe. www.beatlick.com